Hello, I'm back. Today is November 18th, 2025, and I would love to talk in front of the camera for 15 minutes to overcome my anxiety and improve my public speaking as well. Meanwhile, making my own personal brand as I consistently post videos. So we will see. And the whole reason of me making this video is to see how I articulate certain things and how I can string along different theories and anecdotes to make a compelling story. And I am trying to avoid filler words, which is going to be very hard. So we will see. Yesterday, I actually accomplished a lot of things as a founder for a music tech company. And I'm about to launch the application so that I can actually see how the market reacts tomorrow. So the past 2 days have been very intense, and especially this morning, because I only have less than 24 hours left, and I also have therapy afterwards, and I have 2 calls with my friends to go through all the necessary elements the application needs to make sure everything is perfect before the launch tomorrow. So it's very hectic, but I'm very proud that I actually am pushing myself very hard to do it. Yesterday was quite eventful. I was so tired by the end of around 8 p.m. My eyes were so dry and red, and I know that I need to take a break, and I did ask Google Nest to set timer for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It helped, but I can sense the muscle soreness around my shoulder and my neck because when I'm super focused, I tend to collect all the pressure points in my back muscle as well. And that's an issue. Even the last time when I tried acupuncture for the first time, the physical therapist was saying that how my back muscles are super tight. And it was very wonderful to do acupuncture because immediately after the acupuncture, it was only 20 minutes long or 40 minutes long. Immediately after the acupuncture, where she put the needles on my neck, shoulders, and the upper back, afterwards it was just like, wow, I never felt so soft on my upper back. It is such a wonderful feeling, which is why I'm going to do acupuncture twice per week starting tomorrow. Yeah. And yesterday I still wrote my Substack, which is a promise that I kept for myself to write every week to improve my writing skills, because the baseline is telling a story. And how you tell a story depends on the angle, the perspective, the experience, as well as the playing with words. And I love playing with words, but I also know that I don't have enough experiences as I've been too focused in working or too focused in socializing with people. Yeah, and that's my reflections. Lately, I've noticing so many people on IG started to talk without filler words, and I really enjoying how poised they are and how authoritative they are with their thoughts. And one of the goals for me is to become a public speaker. I've been doing a lot of speaking engagements since 2023, so I have enough practice as a panelist, as a presenter, and as people who share her perspective about personal life, working tech, all the experiences like that. So I do have experiences. However, I sensed there are always inspiring speakers that I look up to, and I really want to adapt their way of speaking. I guess you can say it's more of an intention, the way that you speak out each word and the intention of using a particular word, as well as the intonation. It's such an art to not only write but also speak and then connect with people. And talking from the camera to you guys is one of the ways to achieve that. And I know I'm very impatient because I want to have point A to point B immediately. But running the company full-time since June has taught me to be more patient, and everything takes so much more time than I expected. For instance, I wanted to put my application out, meaning that I will launch my app, get users, and start getting paid within a month. And I was working with my contractor friend. He ended up delivering the project 1 month later, so I got delayed a lot because I was also working with him. It was very stressful knowing that I can't reach my goals anymore. And every day after the 1 month mark, I just feel defeated. Even though we have been progressing very speedily. And realizing that, I noticed that there are so many things I want to improve for the application. So I started a very long period of beta testing since September. And now it's November. I was also trying to promote the app, spread the awareness by going to tech demos, doing performances, and just be very present on social media. I even spent 2 days scheduling the social media post for the next month when I'm the only one working. I used to have a social media person, but she's not as good as I expected. So I basically bought the social media planner application that can promote everything across platform. So that has been very helpful, but still that takes a lot of energy from my development work. And last week I've been doing a lot of cold emailing, thinking that I want to white label my application as part of the surveys for industry who are in experiential marketing, brand activation, things that would really help speed up their process, but also allow me to get clients. So last week I was doing cold emailing and it was quite defeating. It makes me face my inner demon again, because on average the sales cycle for business corporations would be 60 to 90 days, and then one day after my cold emailing I would wanted them to reply to me right away. But it doesn't work like that, which is why it's quite hard to do everything all at once, but it's also not impossible as long as you have a strategy. And the framework that really helped for me is wear different hats each day rather than wearing different hat in a day. I used to divide my day as morning and afternoon, and then for morning I'll be salesperson and for afternoon I'll be developer. But it doesn't really work like that. I can't shift my role that fast within the day. And what has helped me is when I was doing social media, I allocated myself 2 days, and that helped. And then right after the end of being a social media person, I started doing development for the next 3 days. And the mental struggle is reduced so much that I was able to focus and wearing the hat of particular role for more than a day. If you were to look at last week, for example, I did cold emailing the whole week. Even though it may not seem too much of a work compared to development work, because you can't really see the progress yet. And it's just me sending emails. Sometimes the first few days is 40 emails, and the next few days it will be 15 emails gradually. But because I have made an automation pipeline that automatically sends follow-up emails and then analyze the clicks and the views of each email, I was able to collect and categorize all the people that I've reached out to. So I have the data, which is very crucial. Data is the key. Without data, you don't know how to be better. And I'm very grateful that we are living in the age where information is so accessible. Sometimes the key information is not accessible unless you pay, which sucks. But you gotta do what you gotta do if you want to gain insight. And for me, I'm just sitting at home in front of the screen trying to figure out, for a person who has never had sales experience, how do I get started with cold emailing with industry people? It's not even selling to individual, it's more about selling to the corporation and see how you can stand out. And a bunch of them actually read my email, which means the headline is pretty good, and then smaller set of them clicked on the links, which means the content of the email is good. So I'm just gonna wait for them to reply, because it's also holiday season. People are just so busy with their holiday plans, family. Yeah, even when for me, I love hosting, and I normally would host vision board parties, and I did Q3 review this year, and I'm going to host a Q4 review. And for me, the vision board party was scheduled the week after the Q4 review, but I didn't really have a lot of signups, and I also feel a little bit of dread, because for me, hosting is not for me. Hosting is for others, because for the vision board party, I want people who I like to grow with, hopefully become successful together. I invite those people, and if I have low sign up on that party, I might as well just do it myself. So I started combining the Q4 with the vision board party, and we'll see how it goes. It will be a long ass day for us to get everything done, but I think that will be the end of my hosting for this year. And I also have so many things to think about as me, and I just feel, because now I don't have any responsibilities in terms of romantic relationships, and I also only have responsibility towards my startup and me. And I have learned so much more as a founder and learned so much more about myself while running the company. There are so many things I want to reflect on, so that I'm a better person for next year. For instance, there are 4 quadrants that I can look into, like body, mind, soul, vocation. Vocation is career. And for me, health-wise, is pretty good. I'm very consistent with going to the gym, and I also do pole dance every week. And I've been just so active, going around everywhere, especially during the weekends. And I've been eating very well. The meal prep, I've recently started meal prepping by learning new recipes from How Not to Die, the book about how you can use different ingredients and how they can prevent you with some cancers, diseases. That has been really helpful. A lot of vegetables, and I actually did the summer oatmeal recipe and then prepped for 4 days, so that like starting this week I didn't even have to spend any time prepping for breakfast. When I woke up, I just started eating the summer oatmeal. It's so delicious and so helpful and so yummy, and that just rejuvenated me before going to work out. Yeah, 15 minutes up. I think I did pretty good in terms of having less and less filler words and taking it slow to elaborate my ideas. And for next time, I would love to structure my conversation a little bit so that it is more organized. Yeah. But I hope you have a wonderful day. See you.